shorts. Number one. Really? That's what I'll play. That's you, Bart. That's you. Like, kissed your sister. Actually, I ran the first 2 times by accident. So know your facts, player. Did he? We're also jogging uphill, player. I shit my pants, excuse me. I'll have to read your comments once I'm done playing. I can't really read them that good. Please, we did it. We did it, Playa Bart. We did it. Whew. I hear you, Playa. I hear you. Was it still blanked off? No! This is what I was afraid of. It's still blocked. It is pretty gosh darn hot already. It's almost 80 degrees. Probably feels like 80. Whew. How dare you? No, not the weight vest on today. Sure, see if they're done. I was supposed to do this, but I don't have this blocked off anymore. Huh. I don't have it blocked anymore. Let's go look. It does say danger, but it's on the side of the road now. On the side of the trail. Well, it's not in front of me anymore. Somebody moved it. If it looks dangerous, we'll walk back. What are you having? Chili con. Oh, cone. I don't know. I've never heard of that. Ultimate's riding their bike. I think. Actually, I don't know if we're allowed to go on that side. Can't tell if that's a bike or they're still cleaning up. Okay, we better head the other direction just in case. Oh. Not sure we can get across. There's just a light on the light or on the helmet, light on the scooter. Really? That's interesting. It's a lot of refried beans and such. Oh, I have it with baked potatoes. There you go. With real mayonnaise. My goodness. No way. Play, you try to say it had the best gosh darn cheese, and now you're trying to say it has the best mayonnaise. These are the things I cannot let pass. In the world. In the world. My goodness. You've gone crazy. Oh my goodness. You sure they're not like planting tobacco inside the cheese and the mayonnaise? That way smokers will love the taste of it. A little bit of nicotine extract. Best everything. Not the best army. Not the best fireworks. Those bananas. Guessing that's firework residue. What the hell? No way. Not even close. Not even pound for pound play. America would just plop its ass right on top of your army. Play. Probably already does. Do you have any American bases, the United States bases inside your country? I hope so. Code name, taking of Bart. We need at least 2 military bases for this operation. In and out. No questions. In and out. Best helicopters. Play, this is as believable as the best cheese. It's just not real, playa. Just not real. Do you even know the names of your helicopters that you make? It is so. Well, play, what's the names of your helicopters? Let me hear it. Let me read it. Camera. See, playa. See. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, Google it, playa. No, it's probably secret. So you guys are the ones making UFOs. She's nasty out today. I mean, beautiful visually, but she's pretty sticky. Oh my goodness, bird. a big old fat one. Spray paint. Yeah, she did. She's dead in the water. Playa. I'm sorry to tell you this, but those are kind of poop. I could take them out with one rocket launcher myself. Not even. BB gun. Mark 12. But if I had a Rattle 1000, I for sure could do it. I'm just saying. Yeah, so you had old Krugers, some of those ancient bad boys. They were about 85 years old apiece. Well, yeah, I have no idea. It's just what happens when you're an oracle. What's happening over here, boy? Oh, yeah. Oh, that one bridge might be hopefully not covered. Might have the gate up now. I'll have to figure it out. Where the hell's my lunch? Bart's over here getting fed like a king. They serve it up right to him. For freeze. Where's my free lunch? Actually, to be honest, we're on the protein diet for today. It's supposed to have 4 of them. Protein shake diet. We'll do it for one day. Just to try it out, you know. They were a little bit pricey, though. Not really. $9 for 4. Oh, what is that? It's less than $2.50 a piece. That festival did look good, but they wanted $18 per gosh darn meal. But it was cooked up like really nice for you. I'm sure the asparagus was buttered and the white rice was nice and a piece of steak. All was there perfect for you, but it's kind of pricey. Especially if you're gonna have it multiple times a day. What, you'd be spending like $52 or something for 3 meals a day? In 10 days, you'd have to spend over $1,500 on food. But you would be eating really, really healthy. Well, to some people's standards. No, I agree, Playa, but we also take that vitamin and mineral supplement. So technically, I get all my vitamins and minerals, play. But I do got to remember to take that when I get home, especially today, since we are just drinking protein drinks today. And I think of it as like a fast play. What did you ask me why I don't fast? I don't think it was you. I think it was Led. Pennywise. You guys want to go in there? Hopefully I don't drop you. Nothing too good. I wasn't too impressed. What about you? Did it look, pristine or exquisite or fantastic or beautiful, life-changing? You gotta sneeze? That's the right play. It's just far too dangerous. That stuff is very addictive. Now everybody tries to lie because they want it so bad. But in my findings, like this one person, he would spend money on marriage to a weenie more than he would spend money on his own kids. He would actually, this guy was super lazy. He would stay in bed 24/7, but for his marriage to weenie, he would drive like 1,000 miles for it. And when he got back home, he'd plop right back on the bed and do absolutely nothing. No play. It was just this one old man. I remember some of the other people in, the village. That's all they would spend. Like, they'd waste all their money. They'd steal from their parents. Everything just to have a fix of marriage a weenie. So I do agree it should be on the Class A or Class B drug list because it's very addictive. I think it's more addictive than smoking. And actually, if you think about it, it's super addictive because you don't even get as close as much as you get tobacco. You get one joint for the price of like 4 packs of cigarettes, and people are still buying it. That's a crazy ratio. If people could afford to pay for a pack of marriage weenies, they would probably do it. But since they can't, you gotta just smoke one little blunt. Oh, are you? It's awful. Well, play that's because you're a weenie. Only weenie is the smoke marriage weenie. It definitely is. I disagree on that. How isn't it, playa? You spend 4 to maybe 8 times the price of tobacco for one. You would get like 200 cigarillos for one, literally one marriage weenie. And people usually take the marijuana. So just by off that math, it would be addictive. It'd be more addictive than candy. Because people buy a lot of candy, but you got to remember, candy is $1 to $3 for a big old size. Marijuana, you get a itty bitty stick. You get an itty bitty thing for 4 to 8, maybe 10 times the price of a candy bar. More, yeah, it's like 10 or 15. Is that a toad? Yep, little toad guy. Where'd he go? I lost him. Oh, there he is. That was good camo, actually. No wonder he's standing right there. He's like, you can't see me. No, very addictive. Very addictive. I have to disagree. Just based off the math, the figures, it is super addictive. It might be one of the most addictive things out there. If you're paying $40 for itty bitty cigarillo looking thing, that means you would rather spend your hard-earned money, your resources. You could buy lead, you could buy copper, you could buy gallium, you could buy all these things. But instead, you decided to buy this itty bitty little cigarillo for $40 and you burned it. But you still think that's worth it. Instead of having all these resources that could last forever, you switched from forever to about a minute. That was the trade-off time for how long you'd have the thing. And you just still decided you want that super addictive little marijuana stick. No, definitely not worth it. It's not even real plant. You may had a chemical reaction because you just got a very giant release of some kind of element. I agree that part might have been real, but it only lasts for, what, an hour? 2 hours? And you're back. Now you got no resources. You spent them all. You burnt them all. You literally burned your dollars. And you could have had a new item that could have lasted you so much longer. Well, maybe because one, you can actually afford. Playa. See, you're missing out on one thing. You can afford the cigarillos usually. You could never afford to have as many marijuana sticks. That's the reason why you don't do it. If the price of marijuana went down, it would be a very, very bad scenario. But I understand you want it a lot. You're brainwashed. You want that marijuana stick. So you will say whatever you have to. You will lie to my face just for that marijuana stick. But that's all right. I have science, factual statements, mathematics, and I have decimated you in this debate. You lost. Have a good day. And by the way, I would never try to start smoking, so I will never need to quit. I will never smoke marijuana, so I will never need to quit. Also, before you try to say, well, alcohol is legal, well, guess what? Alcohol shouldn't be legal. I think we should totally get rid of this problem by not making marijuana legal, but making it illegal, and then also going after the cigarillos and the alcohol, making them both illegal. And if somebody is caught with marijuana, they should get a prison sentence of 10 years. And then, and only then, will you stop seeing drugs on the street. But because of people that are crazy like you, keeping that prison sentence really down low, not even a prison sentence, a jail sentence, that's the reason why we have it. It's because of you, and you knew it. You don't even know what it is, man. Well, wait. So play for me to know that rat poison is poisonous, I need to consume some myself. Playa, you want me to be a hypocrite. That's why I'm your worst enemy. I am somebody that is straight edge. I have done what I've asked other people to do. I have never smoked, never drank, never done drugs, and I will remain to do that. I will never be a hypocrite like you, and I will not try your rat poison just because you think I need to experience it. Will not happen. Warriors. Are you a Marajawini warrior or something? Is that what you're trying to say now? And Playa, let's be honest. I know about this stuff way more than you. You don't even know what elements make up a protein. You live in some kind of fantasy land where you don't even know what elements make up you. You literally live in some kind of magical Harry Potter world. Because your mama brainwashed you early. She was like, oh, my boy is 1 year old. I'm going to show him a Bible. I'm going to make him read this bad boy. Indoctrinate him early. And then you were like, ooh, I love this story. Oh, this is so good. Samuel, oh my goodness, he's so strong. Oh, because he didn't cut his hair. Oh my goodness. And I was just like, whoa, look at that Harry Potter look at magic over there. That is crazy. That is very alarming. Yes, Samuel Jackson. You were reading about Samuel Jackson because your mama wanted you to be a singer. Oh my god. That's actually something. It's Randy Jackson. Something. But actually, you were trying to be a Jedi. That's what you were trying to be. And you were trying to be the man and yell at white people. But guess what? You got indoctrinated again. They shoved you out with a whole bunch of drugs, and you didn't know what to do. You thought everybody was white and black at the same time. Holy crap. There's people here. I don't know if you've ever watched The Man, but that has Samuel Jackson in it. Pretty good movie. And that's right. Neon shirts today. Was it the one with the hamburger in the beginning? It's been a long time since I watched it. Definitely over a decade. I've got the movie. I should watch it. I think I've got the movie. I think I bought it from some old lady. Maybe later today I'll have to watch that on the projector. Now, I haven't watched that movie in 15 years. Yeah. She's bright. She's luminous. It's almost like a neon. Highlighter type of color. Highlighter yellow/green. Okay, let's see if they have these bad boys covered up or not. I think I'm going to have tuna and crab sandwiches. They have a big old can of crab meat for $40 at this co-op. So we might buy a few cans, not just one. It's going to be a snack. Real crab meat sandwiches. Maybe add some onion just to make it last longer. It is a pretty big can, though. I think it would last me about 4 days. Washcloth. Actually, I have to rewatch the sleep stream, see if any loud motors went off. Mortars. Snappers? What? You got snappers going off? Man, proteins are fake. You son of a bitch. What? I don't eat fluoride. See, I accidentally had Tom questions on. I couldn't see the rest of these. Huh. Playa. It doesn't even make sense. You can see proteins. What a little playa. This isn't even a debate. You're freaking just lying. You're just lying to lie. Because you're a little butthead. You can actually separate proteins. Haven't you ever tried that strawberry experiment? Where you just mix in rubbing alcohol for strawberries? You got to mush down the strawberries. I think you might have to use a little bit of soap too. What? Now you're making fun of my mama. Playa has no boundaries. Oh my goodness, garbage. Why is it so loaded? Actually, I know why it's so loaded. They had a big old group of people here. They had a stand up too. could watch. It's probably really nice, actually. Well, then look up the experiment, playa. How to separate proteins from strawberries. No, those are real, playa. I bought a giant sized amount of protein in one of my protein shakes, actually. It was 42 grams. That's a pretty decent sized protein amount in a shake. And also, playa, elemental. It is carbon, nitrogen, silica. Actually, a whole bunch. Obviously, water. You need a large amount of water. Keep everything combined. What else could be in there? Actually, there's a lot of things there could be, but most likely nitrogen, H2O, it's water, carbon, silica. I don't know if you could put boron, yeah, but you have to do it, with the big boys. But you could make it stronger, but it could lead to cancer. So then it could actually get in your other cells and make them stronger, where your acids wouldn't be able. Which acid's just another thing, nitrogen and water. I'm sure it has other things, but those are probably the main things: nitrogen and water. Milk powder? Playa. Protein powder. It is literally, if you separate those strawberry proteins, and so it's going to look like almost like a mucus. You're going to plop that into, you could a dehydrator, or you could stick it in a open furnace or oven at a low heat, and then it will turn into a dust because it will turn into the elements, all the H2. I mean, it's still elements, but they'll look more like elements because H2O will dissipate, and then all you have left is a carbonish, silica-ish. It just looks like a sand, but way more fine. It looks like milk powder, or kind of. I mean, sand can be fine too, like that. It's just people don't usually do it because you'll need a really strong blender or use a whole bunch of hammers for a really long time to make a powder sand. Because then you'd have to powderize quartz and silica. I mean, you could technically eat sand if you wanted to. You could even in its current form, but if you really want to just go through without any dangers, mix it in with cereal or something. But you'd have to powderize it. I mean, I'm sure you can still do it even in its current, grains, but if you got yourself some sledgehammers and a big old piece of tungsten and just kept on slapping those bitches, you could turn it into a powder that's so fine that you can eat it. Unless you're a turkey, you like to, take pebbles down. Well, I could if I wanted to. Kind of dangerous. You know, they don't really tell you this, but you get a higher chance of cancer with things that last a long time in cells. So if they can chemically react, if they can get small enough where they become a different chemical reaction inside of your own matrix, they will turn into zombie mutation cells. And if they have a strong enough carbon / different element structure that your cells aren't used to, the acids inside of you, the nitrogen levels, whatever, maybe you don't produce a high one, it will create its own body. It will chemically react forever, basically creating cancer. That's why I try to wear gloves all the time. I cover up my matrix because that is actually the real cause of cancer for the most part. I mean, you can breathe it in. Now, obviously, radon gas. I mean, there's some things that it's difficult to control. But if you're not letting things get into your matrix that could mutate your cells, because you are just chemistry, my boy. You are just made out of microscopic elements turning into a chemical reaction that keeps on flowing because it's keep on reacting. Just like if you mix thermite, you know how it keeps on reacting? Your body's kind of the same way, but using water. It's kind of like a baking soda and vinegar. Let's see. So you got to watch out for that. I've watched out for it all the time. That's why we, as a society, these humans, they have a long, far journey ahead to learn how to not hurt themselves, how to protect themselves. So, but you're eating sand, so I wish I could eat sand. Worms already do it. Worms are pretty cool. Actually, they eat soil and sand. Actually, I would like to see what they're absorbing. Is it the poo? What kind of black soils? Do they eat sand? I mean, I'm sure they eat sand. Well, I'm not the boogeyman from WWE or WWF, but well, you got to research for this. Tell me if worms eat sand, and if they eat sand, and I know they obviously eat soil, but what are they eating? Is it organic material that's basically waste? So like decomposed grass, decomposed roots, decomposed anything that dies on top of it. But if they eat sand, I'm guessing that's like high fiber to them. A lot of United States flag. Using chalk. I'll have to step around it. That would be very insulting to step on it. That's actually pretty good. Good doggo. No. There's 2 ducks. Yep, 2 ducks just chilling. Probably lost. When these bad boys get lost, they kind of just walk around the area, in the same area for hours. Kind of feel bad for them. They can fly, but for some reason they get so stupid they forget they can fly. Oh, dang, these guys are letting me walk kind of close. Those two would be good eating. They got at least $36 worth of duck breast on them. At least one of them does. Duck breast is by far the best dish I've ever had. There goes a kitty cat. Buttercup plays. We're at the safe point. We got that 6-minute jog in. Like a pimp.